Aishwarya, the players, the wrestlers, they are very insistent that Brij Bhushan Sharan needs to go and go now along with the federation, or is there a middle ground that they're looking at?
Well, whether they are looking at something which will be 50% of what they want and 50% of what the government wants, we'll only get to know the next 2 hours. Gaurav, let me tell you one thing which is very clear is the fact that wrestlers are in no mood to back down, and which is why we are seeing this very crucial dinner that is now taking place inside. We'll bring you the visuals of what's happening inside, moving very close, Gaurav, to the house. Very tight security, Gaurav, you know, that's the visuals that I'm bringing you right outside Anurag Thakur's house. The police personnel here present in large numbers. There is a chance of, you know, once when the wrestlers come out, you know, they don't want any untoward incident to take place, because of which the security has also been heightened. All the wrinkles will be ironed out. That's what the Sports Minister Anurag Thakur is at the moment hoping for. He's hoping to iron out all the wrinkles, and what they really want, what the government wants, is to get a final solution tonight, which is why this dinner has been called for, Gaurav. All eyes on what will happen in the next 1.5 to 2 hours. Gaurav.
Okay, so next 1.5 hours, extremely crucial. Do we see some kind of a forward movement, if not a solution, by midnight tonight? Or, as they say, Preeti, hatheli pe sarso jama rahe hain. It's easier said than done, but the threat on the other side is people in Haryana are now getting extremely agitated.
You know, it's a highly emotive issue. Wrestling is not just a sport, it's actually an emotion in Haryana. If you go through some of the, you know, the villages which are known for wrestling, the akhadas is very much a part of your daily life, right? So, especially, and there was a huge push at the time when girls were entering wrestling. So, in a state like Haryana, which is highly, deeply patriarchal, very misogynist, I can actually say that because I come from that state as well. With all of that, to actually get girls to enter a sport which was so male-dominated, you know, and
make a name for the country.
And not just, no, make a name for the country, yes. But, you know, when you come down to the cultural context of it, to be allowed, I'm sorry, but one has to say that to be allowed to do it and to excel in it then. So once that, you know, those floodgates open, now it's accepted, not just accepted, there's a huge amount of pride attached to it. And when it comes down to that, yes, it's highly emotive, where in the villages they'd be like, you know, if हम अपनी छोरियों को उधर देखेंगे तो हम अपने ट्रैक्टर ले आएंगे. So there is an emotion like that, but it's also deeply political. You know, Haryana is explosive when it comes to politics, and, you know, let's not kid anybody. Politics in Haryana is intrinsically tied with the sport of wrestling.
For benefit of viewers who are joining us, the Delhi police are now bringing in barricades in this area. You know, Preeti, of course, just about telling us that moments from now, there are people who are saying कि हम अपने tractor ले आएंगे if they don't find a solution. But Anurag Thakur's house, look at these images. The Delhi police is already bringing in barricades after this meeting. Now, should we see anything into it, or is just a precautionary measure that the Delhi police is taking as of now?
Ask Nikhil, because he says that it's not possible to remove him. Understandably, yes, it's a democratically elected election. If we go back into the history, which we will, because a lot of context to what is being played right now will come to light. But I want to ask Nikhil, Nikhil, okay, fine, you can't remove him overnight. Can you suspend him pending inquiry?
You could, but again, you need signatures of the people on the board. I mean, can the sports ministry do that? I'm not too sure about it. I doubt that, because I'm just going back by precedent that was set in earlier cases that you had. So you really need to have that sort of a vote within that democratically elected body. However, I think there is a ray of hope, and I say that only from you know, the perspective of the wrestlers, because I'm still a bit 50-50 on the entire issue. He's done about 12 years, if I'm not mistaken, already as the boss. Yes. So there is also a sports code that was, you know, that's been in the country for the last 7-8 years, that was accepted by all federations, which at best allow you a 12-year term.
Yeah. And he's at the end of his tether.
Yes, he's at the end of that term. But does that mean that he'll, you know, brazen it out till the end of his term, or do you remove him immediately? They would want to do that.